And let's go ahead and give it a little taste here. See what we got. Ooh, that's very good. So for lunch today, I thought I'd make some I'm gonna call this peas. I think this is some purple hull peas I got from my neighbor. I really can't tell if they field peas or purple hull peas. Either way, this is what I'm cooking. This is about 1 pound. It was frozen in my freezer, so I defrosted it. And I always like to rinse any kind of bean, dry bean, before you cook it, because there might be a little dirt in it. So you just go ahead and put a little water in it and run them through my colander here, and this should get them pretty clean. So let me get that done and I'll show you the next step. And as far as the vegetables, the only thing I'm going to use is an onion. I'm going to go ahead and dice this up. I peeled it, got the root still on it. Go ahead and cut it in half. And I usually just kind of make some slices almost to the root, all the way in the back. Then basically you slice it like this and you got a perfect dice. So that's how I do them. So let me get that done. And now we'll go ahead and add our onions to it. And we're going to add our peas to it. And now we got to get some salt meat and put in there. So this was a Boston butt bone that I've been having in the freezer. So a few days ago I added some salt and brown sugar to it. And I made some salt meat. I guess it's been in my refrigerator for about, about 5 days now. So we're gonna go ahead and cut some of the meat off the bone there and use that for my meat for the peas. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna kind of cut a little chunk of it off here, show you what it looks like. And the only thing I'm gonna do with this before I put it with the beans is I'm gonna rinse it in the sink just to get a little bit of the salt off of it. There you go. Let me cut a few of them strips off. I'll get and that'll be my salt meat that I'm gonna cook it with. And that's how much I'm gonna use. That's about 4 ounces. And I'm gonna just go ahead and cut that in some little cubes, and that'll be my salt meat for the dish. And I still gotta finish up a little bit on the carving on that. And we'll go ahead and add, this is 3 cups of water. Add all 3. We got 1 tablespoon of granulated garlic, 1 tablespoon of minced or diced onion, this is dried, and 1 teaspoon of parsley flakes, dried. Go ahead and add the meat to it, and that's how big I cut them. It's going to be 1/4 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Gotta have a little cayenne pepper in there. And this is a 1/2 teaspoon of Cajun seasoning. I like using the Slap Your Mama brand. And I'm not going to add any salt to it yet, because the salt pork will definitely have a little salt in it. So I'll get this cooking, and after around 30 minutes, I'll give it a taste and see what I got to add. So that's been exactly 30 minutes, and I went ahead and gave it a taste. Salt's good, the spice is good, so I'm not going to add anything else to it. I'm going to just let this cook until the beans start to kind of pretty much fall apart. And these fresh peas like this doesn't really take a long time, so probably another 30 minutes and it'll probably be done. So I'm not going to add anything to it. The water's still good, and I'll check it again in 30 minutes. And I got my fire almost on pretty much low. And there you have it. It's been exactly 1 hour of cooking. And I tasted the peas a little earlier. One of the, you know, a spoonful. Everything's nice and tender. So that'll be part of my lunch today. That's it. You can't get much easier than that. And we got one final ingredient to put into it. Go ahead and get you a nice handful of, this is some frozen green onion tops. And gives it a little color, gives it a little flavor. Like I said, you really don't have to cook them. Put them in at the last, like, you know, 5 minutes or so, but or even after it's cooked, just turn the fire off and just put them in there and just let them sit till you're ready. And I cooked this a little early, so I'm gonna just kind of let this sit, and before I eat it, I'm gonna rewarm it. So, well, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed my video, please subscribe to my channel and hit the thumbs up button. Thanks.